Okay, so I want to be talking about how to make a carousel using the components feature. Um, Now, this is not about creating multiple pages. There's a system where we create multiple pages and then you just link all the pages from the carousel, animates from one page to the other page. Okay, that works. That works very nicely. But where I have issues with that is if there are other animations that are supposed to occur on the page, it will create a lot of confusion for me. So rather, I have a page and then I make the carousel work. So for today, I'm going to use. I'm not going to use a deck. I'm going to use a phone, iPhone. Yes, I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to first of all, I want to draw um, something here. So it might not necessarily be a frame, but might can be a frame. Doesn't necessarily have to be a frame though. So let me use a rectangle this time. I'll just draw. Let's say this is my hero page. Okay, and I think I should also have. Yeah, I should have a nav kind of stuff. So usually before we doing design, I always create spaces, but since this is just for tutorial basis, I'm not really going to focus on that one. So this one will be on top. Okay, so this will be the nav bar, something close to that. Okay, and the nav bar will have. I'm just creating something very quickly. Mine so let's just have some checks here. So this will be like home. Um, Make this light. Just put that up here. Make it white. So I'm just gonna make something very quickly. It's not going to be. It's not going to be very long tutorial. Let's make it smaller. Let's do 14. Let's just say this is home, and let's make all of this will be. So this will be about, or let's just say this will be services, and this will be contacts. Let's just say something like this. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just align this guys to be equal. I just want to have something that will have, I would say, we want to learn more about how to create all this, and then subscribe to the channel, and when classes are going on, you see them. Okay, so now for this rectangle, I'm going to put this is going to be where my home page should be. So I'm going to add a text, an image here. Um, I'll just use, this time let me use an image from something else. Oh, let's try systems, right? Try some computers. So let's say something nice. Okay, so that's a good one. Okay, so this will be systems, computer systems. So, and probably there might be text here, don't know who knows. Let's see. And let me take this text and put it over here. I'll make this text. You don't necessarily have to do the text, but just want to show something here. Let's make it. So, let's call this laptops. Okay, and I make that centralized. Okay, so we have this text, we have this guy, and we'll just add some shadows so that it kind of stands out. All right. Okay, so now normally even when we make a carousel out of this, I might want to make um, multiple um, multiple pages. Yes, basically multiple pages, which could be a hassle sometimes. It could actually be a hassle, and it's not really very authentic for me. All right, so instead of that, what I will do is I will make a component out of this. So I would like to keep them in a frame so it's easier. So I will select both of them. I'll frame both of them. So I'm going to right click and frame selection, or I can do Control Alt G, Command Option G if you're using a Mac. Okay, so now that I've created that frame, I know that this element is, I can call this one slide one. This is to remember. Okay, I don't bring it down here. Let's put it out here. I don't need it right here. Okay, so right click, now create a component, or I can click on this icon here, Control Alt K as well. So, or Option Command K if you're using a Mac. All right, so I'm going to click on this and create a component. And once it turns purple, you can see that it is now a component. Slide one is now a component. It's purple right here. It's a component. If you want to see it, if you come into your assets, you see under, you have a lot of assets here. These are UI kits, but here where we have created in this file, that's where you would see the component. That's a slide there. Okay, so I could bring that one in, or I could just wait till I'm done what I'm doing. So, but let me just bring it in. So just so that I know that this is where it's going to be. Okay, right. It should be underneath this guy. All right. I think this guy, so I should make them a group, or let me make them a frame. That's what I'm going to frame them. So this one I'll call this nav. Sometimes naming stuff is good for you. All right, so I want to make a sequence of components to have kind of variant of these components now. So I could, while here, I could right click, or I could just click on this diamond here and add a variant. So I just click variants, add a second variant. So I want to create a slide of maybe three um, images. Okay, so I'll just take just add, yeah, let's just do three. Right, so this is variant 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and in my assets you can see here I'm having three variants. That's three showing me that they have three variants, three instances of this variant. So okay, this is what I want to do. Remember, I want to access something that is already in a group or in a frame. It's easy to access it by holding Control and clicking, or Command and clicking if you're using Mac. So I want to change these pictures here. So I'll Control and click so I can select the picture. And I can go in here and change this to another picture. So let's see something else. Let's pick headphones. And that changes to headphones. So I can change the text here now to headphones, right? And just arrange it until we good. And then this one, Control click at this. I'll change this one as well. I'll change this to, oh, we call this now. This is fonts, why not? Okay, and then Control and select the texts, and this one could be fonts, right? And line that as well. Everything is ready for animation now. So you can see I didn't create multiple pages just for the variants themselves. And now I could connect all the variants together and let them have a certain flow. Okay, so I could come into my prototype and make interactions. So from here to here, I'll tell it either on trigger. I don't want it to tap. I can say after delay of 2 seconds, let's say 2 seconds, that's 2000 milliseconds, change to this smart animate. Good, and that will be nice. And then I do the same for this guy. After 2 seconds, delay of 2 seconds, that's 2000 milliseconds, smart animate, same thing, change that. Then this one changes back to number 1 after delay of 2 seconds. I'll use a dissolve. Let's try dissolve. For that one side, it's different from the other ones. Okay, so is in out. All right, this one, what was it? What was it? Delay. Let's see. Let's do easy in and out for all of them. Let's see. Is in and out. Right. Okay. So that's done. All I need to do is just preview it from here. So I can flow start points and click. And then once Figma loads, it's just going to be animating by itself. I didn't need to create multiple pages because you had other contents in this page to become problematic for me. Yes, very problematic. You have to do, maybe there's supposed to be some other carousel slides here, stuff. So if you look at this, see that it's changing by itself and then subs, right? So very simple. Okay. So that's it. Very simple, very clean design. It doesn't need something so, I think I will just make these guys calm down a little bit. Like this. Okay, and rectangle of the nav bar, I think I should make it higher. Okay, all right. So you can see very nice, smooth animation and not complicated at all. All right. So why that's helped, like I said, it's in case you want to make some changes and you want stuff to move. So this is one way of doing this. Now there's another one. Let me create a different set of images here. So let me use frames. It's easier. I use frames. So yep, let me use frame. And the fill of the frame will be an image. And it will be, let's see, this one. Okay, so this is gonna be the frame, all right? So I will use this one as okay. So I could have text here reading something. Probably I just want to make another um, version of this here and change this image to something else, maybe different set of pictures, stuff. Okay. Now, I could select both of them, put them in auto layouts, right? So make it easy for me. Okay, so now for frame two, I just want to make it small. So let's do Control D. Very easy. Okay, so for frame three, yeah, plus they are clipped so I can see it. Um, Let me turn off clipping for this guy so I can see all the frames. All right, so for frame three, I change this upload image. I want to just set up use laptops. So now for frame four, change just another laptop upload from my computer. Let's why not use you. Okay, so we have this four elements here. Okay, and they are in and out of layouts already. Okay, so well, I want them to slide, okay, and have some varied changes within themselves. So each of them as well, I want them to be auto layout in their own rights. Okay, I want all of them to be auto layout. All right. Okay. So for the main frame, I'm going to use it here because that's where I want to start. I want it to change at certain points there. So the gap here I have is 9. So I want to make this 9 as well. Let's see what I have. I have 11. That's 11. We make that 9. Let's see. 8. Okay, 10. Let's see. From you. 11. And it's like you just don't want to get it's like you just don't want to get conflict. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna set center you right, so you're gonna center yourself 10 10. All right. Okay, so the concept is I don't want these guys to show up. I want to create kind of flow that this image gets larger, or this one's smaller, or kind of faded out until they become come into the center here. Right, so I want to do a flow like that. So uh, let me let me make it just one. Yes, so all of them become that way. Yes, what's the size of the frame? 224. Okay, so this guy size will be 224 as well. 224. Yep. All right. So that's this deal. So this frame gonna be 24, and everything else gonna be outside. Gonna move it to the center here. Gonna move it to the center of the page. Yep. Okay. So 24. Now everything else will be cut off from the um, from this frame. Yeah, nothing else should be visible. That's the concept. So, so this, so I'm seeing this. I'm supposed to see it. It's cut, clipped, ain't it? Clipped. Oh no, that's clipped from here, but this one ain't clipped. So I could clip it too. Yeah. Right. Okay. So now I want this images to change, but as it changes, as it flips, I want this to go down. I want the other one to come up. Okay, so that's the concept I have in mind here. So we'll actually just make it just a little bit longer. Like just so we see that oh there are other things coming out from that page there. And in a board of that. So add a padding or have just add a padding for this guy. So let's say padding of let's say 20. That's 20 good for me. The 20 is good, 20 is good, 20 is good for padding. Alright, so this guy gets smaller, the other one comes up and fades away. Okay, so now I can carry this whole junction and come out here. Okay. And I could now do the same thing I did with the initial guy. I could create a component out of this, all right, and add variants to it. So there are, I think, 4 pictures. Yes. So in variant 1, it's going to be this way, and let's say every other element here. What's the size of this? This is 244 by 162. So there's a little bit of math, a little bit of math. So I'm just going to write down 224 by 162. That's the height of the rest, and every other thing, they're the same height. So I'm going to select all of them. First of all, I'm going to reduce their opacity. So the general opacity will be reduced and also the size will also be reduced. So I'll take the opacity down to say 50. Okay, and then I'm going to reduce height to 244 minus 80. Let's just keep that way. Okay, then 4 minus 80. So that's we now have 164 by 109. Okay. All right, so now in variant 2, by variant 2, this element should have shifted leftward or leftwards. Okay, so I want to uh, let me remove the clip back to see what I'm doing. Okay, remove the clip from this guy as well. So I want to shift all these guys in here. I'm using my left key, this and this, and this one means same balance. So I will just maintain the clipping in here, but I want to see what I'm doing. So I've shifted these guys. Then this one, all these guys get to the what was it, 50? Yeah, and size uh, minus 80. Right. Same thing with you. Minus 80. All right. Okay. And third one, I want to see it as well. So I want to turn off the clipping contents. I want to shift you forward, you forward, you um, no, you backward. Yeah. So you will be you will be um, 244 minus 80, and all of you will be 50. And then last one, let's keep content. I want you forward, while every other person is minus 80 and 50. Okay. 124, what was this guy? 109. Forgot to turn on the constraints again. Okay, so now I can click here, click here, so just to hide them back. So I want them to kind of flow or dissolve into each other, kind of like they're changing the sizing and stuff like that. All right, so I come into my assets, I bring in that asset, so there are two of them, so I'm taking this one, I want this one here. Okay. All right, so same thing, I go into my prototype. This becomes this guy after, uh, do we do tap or should we do drag? Okay, let's do after delay. First of all, let's do 3 seconds, milliseconds. Let's smart animate that, and let's change this to this. Same thing after delay of 3 seconds. Uh, just do the same thing. This after delay of 3 seconds. All right, and then this goes back. We could actually make it slide back and back, but I want to go. I want to just go straight back to the top. Okay, after delay of let's say 3 seconds as well. All right, so we have this flow start. As we have, you can see how it's coming up. So it's like it's going down and the other one is rising up. Okay, so that's how the animation goes up. So creating carousels with components is actually very nice, very cool, as long as you don't have to jump pack page hanging around. So we just have the assets that we're using in the flow here, and we could always create them, leave them on the page, right, and a different page so that they don't bug us most of the time. And so let's see. We'll come back to my file, create a new page. Okay. So this one has the in this new page here, I could copy out um actually take this just cut them off, paste them in page two. Okay, so that's my page one is not bugged with all the jargons and stuff. So even if I play it later, still, so generally that's how you can use components to create carousels without having to create multiple pages, multiple slides and stuff like that. And keep your work neat. Keep all your um, created components in in another page, and just make your presentation look nicer. So if you like this video, just stay tuned. We'll be making more videos, and we'll have um, live, uh, live classes. So you just subscribe and get ready for the next class. If you want to be a part of the classes, you could um, show interest by writing the comments in the comments there that you are interested, and then we'll give you a link for registration. Hope you like this video. We'll be coming up with more. So, cheers.